All right, good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, May 29. We have we're going to be doing some tape reading, trading today on NQ, ES. Um, we are right now we are about 2 days away from a payout. Right now we're about 2 days away from a payout, so I'm going to take it light today, not really pushing any trades, but if I get a nice setup and we get clean execution, we're probably going to take it. So let's just get into the pre-market analysis, sort of what I do pre-market. To get this day started. So primarily I'm looking between NQ, ES. Sometimes I look at the Dow as a reference. I don't trade the Dow so much anymore, but I use it as a bit of a reference. So came in, did not close below Tuesday's low, same as ES and NQ. Pushed towards the highs, but not with any conviction, unlike ES and NQ. So we'll start with ES. S&P. So let's remove some of this stuff over here. So we have this support area. You see, Tuesday we came in, did not fill the opening range gap. Wednesday came in again, did not fill the opening range gap, and we did it again on, I think this was like around midnight on Wednesday. So yeah, happened around midnight, and then we came in New York session and took out all these highs. So this was yesterday. As far as today, we have this big hourly fair value gap. Go to the 4 hour, you can see this down close candle actually came in and tapped the 4 hour fair value gap, which is also support because the swing highs are right here, even though they did happen during the after hours of trading. You have literally support right here, tap it, and after hours we come up and take these highs. So let's get a little more zoomed in. Another thing I do just for me is a little tool I made. Might not even work, so let's see. All right. Oh, I know why it's not working. Okay. We're gonna run without it. So we have, got it, whatever. Okay. Okay. Anyway, you have, won't let me label it right now. One and high, one and low. One and high, one and low. None of the highs got swept yet. Zoom down again into the 15 minute, into the 5 minute, I mean. Okay, here's your midnight open, got tapped once, twice, couldn't quite break these highs with conviction in the pre-market. Higher lows. Stay on ES for a second. Higher lows here, so I'd be interested to see in about 15 minutes when the market opens if we're going to respect some of these, come down, tap into it, and then hit the buy side today, or if we're going to rip to some of the sell side. One more minute on ES. Check the 1 minute chart. So I'm looking to see the post market yesterday sold off, came up, just barely tapped these highs, sold off again, didn't make a lower low, taking out these lows, but we did come up and retap these highs twice more. So not saying it's bullish, but with the environment and the momentum that we have going, I just wouldn't put these levels, these highs, out of the picture. Now let's see if we get a better look at NQ. So we'll start at the top. This new week opening gap did not close on NQ. This buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency was tapped into right here last week. And then we did get a push towards the buy side. So buy side is definitely in play. We have this acting as support just before the new week opening gap or new day opening gap, but that's from Monday. So okay, and zoom in on the hourly. A little something from yesterday. Sometimes these levels act as more of a magnet, pushing price to them and through them. So we're at Wednesday's Asia high around these levels. These levels have been like a resistance, and so now that we're kind of trading up closer and closer and closer to them, making lower high or higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Even looking back down here, this low is higher than this low. So we're getting consolidation up on this higher like section of it. This is usually indicative of more of a like a breakout move. So you obviously have to wait and look for displacement legs sort of like this, and then you want this to be respected. Sort of want this here. To sort of act as support if this is going to hit this buy side. We're already starting to get a nice little bounce up. We still have 10 minutes till the market opens. ES sort of inverse the same fair value gap, so we're going to see if it acts as support here or if we go in and take these lows. We're like unable to even close within this level, so the 930 is going to be the influx of volume that we're going to see. Maybe push through some of these or tap them. Okay. So now that all that's done, I start comparing NASDAQ and ES, seeing which one's showing more strength, more weakness. One way to check is just by checking the highs and lows. So we have this swing high right here. Just tap 1, 2, never closed above 3 times now. On ES, this swing high, step 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And we did get a small close above before rejecting down. These wicks down, I mean, this is all high resistance liquidity, but still indicative of higher price action. More so on ES because we did take out these highs and a little bit with more conviction than we did on NQ. NQ we barely even got above them, so I like the buy side for ES and the sell side for NQ, same as yesterday. It's funny, I went into that bias yesterday and like the markets traded a little bit conflictingly. So, but it was still a green day, but it just didn't feel fully right. Okay, so now we have this tap into this buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. On ES, which I consider to be more bullish, it's actually just still coming down. So NQ bounced off of this nicely to hit this buy side, and ES is still at the lower part of it. Hasn't fully inversed this this inverse fair value gap. But this is all, I mean, all this price action here, I think this is all telling me just to give it a second. This is all like kind of telling me just to be a little patient today. All these wicks here. Yeah. Let's take it NQ on the 1 minute. I think relative volume is low for both of them. Today is going to be a day of patience. I'm just probably going to wait for the macros, really just try and practice patience today. And see if we can get high quality executions like okay. Not quite giving you strong buy bias yet. NQ is on the other hand. So even though I want to buy on ES, NQ is giving me the higher highs. So this is one of those things where you just have to wait for all your biases to line up, I think. So NQ came up, took this buy side here. Which is not London highs, but it's pretty damn close to it. And we're starting to get low resistance liquidity on NQ. ES is not looking bullish at all. It's actually looking more bearish here. but we did get this close on the 1 minute, so we'll see if we can get continuation on ES. And Q still going higher. Got 10 seconds till market opens. There's ES getting on board with the buy side a little bit. And Q is just blasting off right here, so. Okay. Take a look at the higher time frame. Totally different stories that we're painting right here. Let me see if you guys can see this. Buy side's taken on NQ. Higher high, higher high, higher low, higher low. ES is consolidating. We did not take out this buy side. Did not take out this sell side. We are consolidating. Jump back to the 30-second chart. And Q pushing towards these highs, yep. Okay, we're starting to see ES play in. Swept these lows, came out, took the highs. Some of the minor buy side, I should say. Bullish expansion here. And Q making a little pullback. That's not quite it for me. On the 30-second, we have a change in structure to the sell side here. ES is not giving us that same change. Big sell-off on NQ. ES, not so much. ES is probably, now that I'm looking at it, might take the buy side. But I don't love these wicks here. These wicks here are just like, no bueno. And then getting a tap of sort of these highs as support. So we'll see if this is held. Did we leave anything here to go off of? Not much. Did not close above this right here on NQ. ES still didn't even take this buy side. Higher low, but took this minor buy side here. Okay, you got ES expansion here. A little bit. Same with NQ, we bounced off that level nicely. Revisited these highs. Tapping into these now on ES. Okay. Couldn't quite break through here on the NASDAQ. Damn, bro, I don't think that's it for me, dude. Okay. ES is moving a little smoother. Running on ES here. Running. If you took buys here, this is like, good for you, man. Good for you. I did like ES more for the buy side, and NQ was the one that just ripped off, so it happens that way sometimes. It's 9:42, about 10 minutes into the market open. If we're looking on the hourly for both of these, just how I sort of described, we're getting this consolidation up here, higher lows, and then you get this boom. Relative equal highs right here. ES was a little, I did like these relative equal highs a little bit more, but NQ ended up taking them first, so. Now we have this big displacement leg. Get a nice little pullback here. The only fair value gap we have is before the market even opened. This big wick here that we filled out, which is kind of good. We have one on ES for the buy side. Small one on this 5 minute. Right at the support level too. You see that? 1, 2, 3, and then you get this big distribution, leaving a fair value gap. Q's coming down just a little bit. This might be all you get here. 9:45, still going up on NQ and ES. So Here's NQ. You can see just came in, took this swing here, took out these highs. ES had a big push. Breakaway gap here. This candle just started, so yeah, you probably want this to come down just a little bit. NQ doesn't even care, huh? It's just gonna keep ripping. I do want to take buys, man, but I'm not going to take it ahead of 950 right now. Just going to be a little patient here. It's 950 now. ES didn't make a new high. Okay, we broke this, well, not yet, but we're pushing towards the swing low here on the 30 second. And Q might still push higher, dude. I don't fully trust this to come down still. This is still might push higher here. And Q still pushing up. ES took out this high. Didn't take out this low. Couldn't quite close above here, but $9.53 now. Still pushing up on NQ. This thing's not going to stop right now, I don't think. Okay. Into this a little bit late here. Yeah, that's not cool, man. It's not ideal, bro. Yeah, alright. Uh, okay. Oh. Did not mean to close out all of that there. Shoot. This was honestly a terrible trade. I don't know why I took this over here. Should have taken this way down here. I was just way too patient on the day because it's Friday. I didn't even need to take this trade. I just really wanted to get this fucking... Oh, and then patience, bro. Patience. So... Damn. Patience. Alright. That's fair. So, not bad, but... Not great. Not good trading on my end. Could have taken any one of these buys early on. And Q was not looking great earlier, I'm not going to lie to you. But ES, once we broke these highs, expansion here. I mean, NQ right here, expansion here, even a little pullback if I wanted to enter. But I took it a little too slow, a little too patient. Something I'm working on is just being able to identify and not be scared on days like today when it's Friday and like I'm not close to a payout, but like I really don't want to fucking blow this shit. I'd rather I need to just get better at entering on these higher probability, lower risk setups, like down here at 9:35, because you get to catch more of the move. When you're in earlier, you get to be more patient. It's a lot easier. When you're in up here, like I fucked this up. It's harder to be more patient when you're in up here. This beautiful move, like you kind of watch all of this and you're like, damn, I'm missing out on all this. Even though you have great buy opportunities here, I went into this knowing it's Friday, and I don't really trust Fridays as far as entering in early with high conviction, which is fine. I could have probably waited till not even 9:50 up here and entered in for a long, or you know 9:35 here or 9:45. Like all of these were opportunities, and I'm just getting better slowly and slowly at seeing them and not being as afraid of taking those, because they might seem wrong, but they're actually the higher probability setup. But I'm probably not going to trade anymore. I might keep on the charts just to look out. It's only 10 o'clock, but Friday again, man. So we'll see. We'll see. Trigger discipline is my focus today. So as long as we're not revenge trading, I think we're okay. Um, I do not think I'm gonna trade this again today, just because it is Friday and like we already got this big move. We got the distribution already. If we look on the 4 hour, it's not as big a distribution as yesterday, but oftentimes Thursdays, when we get this big distribution, the next day is not as large. Um, you'll get the big move Thursday, Friday, usually, sometimes Wednesday, depending on when the highs and lows were made. Um, so there's still more in this potentially, but that's all to be determined. You can see this 1 hourly fair value gap here on both ES and NQ that formed. So this isn't quite finished per se, but maybe it will take a little rest. I'd like to see this tap into here maybe and start pushing higher. If it could do something like that, like give me a nice fair value gap test and distribution, then we might be looking at something. A small position I might take, very small. ES is going towards some of this sell side here, it looks like. Might come into this gap pretty nicely. If you guys can see the gap, it's this right here. See if we can actually get a touch into here. It might actually do it right on 1030 and give us a bounce. NQ might not give you it at all. So take a look at the 30-second. We did break this high. Expansion to the upside on this buy close candle. This is the swing low. Let's see. This low can technically be taken. We still have this support, but I do see ES kind of taking these lows. More so. NQ had a little bit more okay. A little sell side distribution. Let's see. Coming down a little bit here. See if we can break this level. It's like 30,500. 30,500 is the level. There you go. Now, looking on the 1 minute, this is starting to look like a liquidity sweep to the sell side. You have a head and shoulders pattern. Yep. Zoom in. Swing high, swing low, swing high, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high. Broke the neckline. Now you're getting a little retap, retracement, and hopefully another little push down. That's the pattern. ES just tapped the fair value gap, tapped these lows, didn't close below. And Q's looking, yep, there we go. Now the question is, where's NQ gonna go? So we have big sell distribution into this fair value gap, did not close below it on the 5 minute. We might get this higher high on the 1 minute. I would be looking to see if you are long on this. It's 10-10 now, so you'd want to see this bearish structure on here break to the upside if you're going to take any type of long. Right now we're just still selling off. So close below this fair value gap. We still have 4 minutes left on the 5 minute chart, but I don't think this is going to be respected here. So down we go. ES just barely taking these lows here. Let's see if we could break above this high. Also go back to the 1 minute. Got a rejection, closed back above this fair value gap here. And now you can see we created this doji candle. So same thing right here. Yes, broke structure to the upside. NQ broke structure to the upside. Right at 10, 12. So now we're looking for a little pullback here after this expansion leg. And also got to decide if I'm taking this on ES or NQ. Okay. Damn, dude, that's like not quite it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, it's not quite it. I will be honest with you. Go back to the 1 minute. You got a tap of this area here. So not quite taking this buy side before coming down. Gotta make sure also not to get trapped in like a consolidation move, if that's what this is. But it's not, it's just another move down. It looks like. Go back to the 5 minute. Just still at the high part of this fair value gap. We did tap into it on ES. Did tap into it on NQ. Looks like NQ wants to go down a little bit more and just take out all these lows. Maybe revisit this. It's really hard to say. That's a nice move right there, man. Okay. Looks like we are going to inverse this move here. Take out some of this liquidity. Might even revisit the New York market open at 9:30, which is down here. big sell-off that happened. This happened right after 10:10. So from 10 to probably 10:30, 11, this is gonna go down. I'm looking to see if this liquidity gets taken out or if it's just gonna be these. NQ looks more likely to take out the sell side. Man, that is kind of like an A+ setup right there though, huh? If you did want to take the sells on these. Even get more distribution here. There is a support right where we are at price. Let me show you guys real quick. This is also here. If we go to the 5. It's a small one, but it's also working. Catch my drift? It's a little cleaner on ES because you have this first presented fair value gap acting as the support instead of just another fair value gap on it, NQ. Look at that consolidation, man. That's nice. You get that consolidation right at the bottom side of this resistance level here. This wick is not conducive very much, but this sell side expansion candle that closed below this candle is bearish. You want to see it on NQ more, and we didn't even take these lows. So NQ, the more bearish one, isn't even going as low as ES. So take a look at the 30-second. Now we have higher highs on the 30-second. Not quite actually taking out this high. So that's indicative of something. This is now resistance for a push down. Resistance for a push down. Yeah. See, both ES made the low and Q is now making the low. There you go. I'll even show you guys market open price right at 9:30. This blue line right here. I'll do it on NQ as well. So that price was tapped by both. Well, not quite by ES, but NQ. On days when the market, like today, when it kind of runs at the start and doesn't slow down till about like 30 minutes later, if we are going to get a move the opposite direction towards the like sell side in this case, the New York market open 9:30, like that price tends to act as a magnet and can sometimes be your draw on liquidity when you have other confluences like a first presented fair value gap in the case of this. You can see and now we get that tap on ES. So did I? Yeah, okay. So yeah, I'll inverse that whole move that we made this morning. Let's take a look on the 30-second here. Show you what I'm talking about. This was the market open price around here. As soon as we get this distribution, you'll notice at about 9:35, you'll get the conviction of the move. Like about 9:34, 9:35, start getting these distributions. We take out the high, even further confirming that you're in an uptrend, and then like if you want to take the reversal to the sell side, you'd wait for structure to break, and then the 9:30 and first presented fair value gap is your like draw on liquidity or high probability draw. So at least that's what I do sometimes. All right, so now that we took 9:30 open, it's closing in on 10:30. We're almost at 10:30. So we still have bearish structure. On the 1 minute. The hourly has now come all the way down. Let's see. The question I'm having is this, are these candles going to stay red here? And are we going to get another red one? Or is this more likely to turn green on us? You know? These candles don't close for another 30 minutes. So let's take a closer look. This wick is not bad for the buys because we don't get a close below this buy side imbalance, but this is still pretty strong sells. You're starting to get the small move up, higher highs on ES for that move up. This level right here sort of this level right here is going to be your first draw. This is going to be your higher time frame draw if we get that type of price action. Still bearish structure on the 1 minute, so this swing up, the reason this is less high conviction for buys is because it didn't take out this liquidity. If this swing up would have just came in, instantly took out this high or this high, it would have been much stronger for it to come, like if it came down and then for buys to the buy side. But because it didn't take out this liquidity, I wouldn't even be looking at this for buys. We do have higher high, higher high, higher low, but this is micro structure in comparison to the 5 minute. Now that we did take out some of these, you could have some stronger conviction for buys here. Yeah, NQ is just looking a little bit better here. Even though we did come out and take this liquidity, this one was the major one. We did not close above it, but this is sort of like a consolidation move for a bigger push, I think. The other alternative is that we don't take these highs and that we just sell off. But let's see. Yeah, that's more likely what's about to happen right now. So there's your bearish close. You'd want to see, okay, did it on ES. We took out the low. Now all you'd be looking for is a little pullback and a big red bar. Interesting here, NQ didn't take out the low. Big green bar on NQ. Interested to see if this buy side gets taken here. Come on. You can do it. 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 Damn, son. That's not happening. Okay. All right. I'm going to get off the charts for the day. Go get some coffee, chill out, fuck around, twiddle my thumbs, jerk off. I don't know. It's Friday, so like, just do whatever the fuck you want, man. Um, if you guys haven't already, please like and subscribe. Help me get to 10,000 subs, 10,000 followers. I'm gonna start trading live accounts and doing it live as well. So if you guys want to tap in, it's just Mario on socials. could be Tenos Capital if I haven't changed it already. So Tenos Capital on socials, Mario on socials. Please like, subscribe if you guys enjoyed. If this has been helpful in any way, please let me know. And also, please let me know how I can make this more helpful. Yeah, enjoy your weekend, guys.